Hello everyone and welcome to the final day of our live stream of our Introduction to French Pastry webinar series. And today I'm going to announce the winners of the contest, and we're going to discuss your Pavlovas as well. First of all, as usual, let's check the connection. If you see me well and can hear me well, please type plus in the comment section, so I know that you are here, that you're listening, and you are ready to start the webinar. Okay, I see that you are quite active in the chat. This is nice. Great. Fine. Let's start now. So the program is the following. So first, we're going to analyze your Pavlovas. Then I will announce the contest winners, and in the end, I will present the big basic pastry course online. We have received almost 180 pictures of your Pavlovas. It was a great pleasure reviewing them, and I really enjoyed your works because you did an amazing job. So let's take a look at some of them. Beautiful Pavlovas, lovely pictures. Thanks a lot for taking pictures on a light background, and thanks a lot for taking clear pictures. Lots of berries, beautiful piping. Like, I really enjoyed checking all the works, and you did great. And it means that the information was clear, and the video lesson was easy to follow, and you managed to complete the recipe 100% successful. So here are some of your works. Okay, now let's discuss what was good and what has to be improved about the Pavlovas. So first, I would like to say that most of the Pavlovas were assembled. The piping was made properly, and then the assembling part was made properly as well, so that the whole dessert, the whole cake, looked neat and stylish and impeccable. The second thing is the snow white meringue of most of the participants. It's not a big deal if your meringue is ivory, because I understand that ovens are different. Some has an oven which cannot go as low as 80 degrees Celsius, and the lowest mark is like 140 or something like this. But if you work with a good oven, then it is possible to make this snow white meringue, and many of you managed to. Then I would like to say that you managed to make the beautiful and clear cut. It's not very easy with a cake like this because it crumbles and breaks easily, but most of you managed making it nicely and taking a nice picture, and that's why I was able to check all the textures. They were visible properly, and I was able to assess the textures correctly. And because of the nice pictures, I could see that most of you did great on achieving stable and beautiful textures of the coulis, of the chantilly cream, and of the meringue as well. And I would also like to mention that the piping part, especially of the chantilly cream with the mascarpone, was very nice. It's not the easiest cream to work with, and most of you succeeded in this. So now some areas for improvement. So there were not too many works which require improvement, but still some like most common things which happen with this meringue, and which I would like to mention is the over whipped cream. This is the problem number one. If you see, well, it can be seen on picture on the top left picture. You can see that the cream is a bit grainy and it's not smooth on bottom left picture as well. It happens due to several reasons. First, if you whip all ingredients or the cream for too long, or your room is too hot, or these two things in combination. If you whip it for too long, the fat particles come together too close, they join too much, and then the mixture turns grainy first, and then if you continue whipping, it will turn into butter eventually. And if you increase the temperature, if the room is warm, this will happen faster. The fat will melt faster. It will, its particles will join each other faster as well, and this way your cream won't whip to a light texture, but will rather turn into butter. So this is why it is important to work in a cold room and monitor the texture of the chantilly cream closely. Then the second problem is the opposite. It's the under whipped cream, or the cream which has melted. It can be seen on top right picture, I think. Yes, on top right picture. So the thing is, if you under whip the cream, it won't hold the shape and you won't be able to pipe it nicely. It's not a big problem in terms of taste, but the product won't look nice. This is why you should not under whip the cream. However, under whipping is always better than over whipping, because you can always whip a bit more, but you can't save the over whipped cream. And then again, if the room is too warm, or if you work not fast enough, or your hands are too warm, or everything together, then the cream will melt. And if it melts, it loses its stability and you won't be able to pipe it nicely. It won't hold the shape well, and you won't be able to cool it down and whip it again to the same texture. It will stabilize in the fridge if you cool it. It will whip again if you whisk it, but it won't be as airy as before, because once the fat melts, it loses its original texture and is not able to restore it. So please make sure to work fast and make sure your room is cold, or cool at least. And don't put too much cream in the bag. You can divide it into several portions, so you prevent it from overheating from the warmth of your hands. Then something which has to be improved is the piping. I understand that for some of you it was the first time to pipe the meringue. It is okay. It's just a skill. The more you practice, the better it turns out. So meringue is a very cheap thing, so you can buy some eggs or some egg white powder, make the regular meringue and practice piping. You will definitely need this skill in pastry. I really like piping because it gives you so much space for creativity, and you can do so many things with anything, with ganaches, with meringues, with mousses, if you pipe them in an interesting way. So I do recommend spending some time practicing piping. And problem number 4 is unstable meringue. On the top right picture, you can see that meringue is a bit flat and it looks like melted. It means that the meringue was either under whipped or overmixed. If it happens, then it is very similar to the problem with the over whipped cream or under whipped cream. It loses its stability, it loses its structure, and it doesn't hold the shape. You pipe it, and it melts a bit, so it doesn't stay in the shape you pipe it. So to prevent this, you should whip the meringue long enough to the texture you see in the video, and then work fast to pipe it, because the longer it whips, the less stable it gets. So first you whip it to the stage when it is perfect, and then if you have a lot, you leave it to turn in the mixer bowl for some time while you pipe a part of it. But the longer you pipe and the longer the rest of the meringue is being mixed in the mixer, the less stable it gets, and eventually it overwhips. It gets overwhipped. So and it loses its structure, it breaks. So the best option to prevent this problem from happening is to whip the meringue to the proper consistency in the beginning, and then work fast to pipe it. Then you won't have any problems. Okay, now it is time to announce the winners of the contest. So as promised, we will give 10 certificates from our academy to people who did their best to make Pavlovas. I've selected 10 people, and then I've also chosen 3 top Pavlovas, and I will grant these people with the certificate and the video lesson from the French chef Nicolas Moussin, and it's the Fraisier cake video class. So let's start. We'll start with the third place, and the third place goes to Sergei Alexeyev. Congratulations, amazing Pavlova, neat piping, beautiful beautiful aligning of fruits on top of the Pavlova. Great job, congratulations. Your Pavlova is very nice. Then second place goes to I hope I pronounce your name properly, Milos Babic. Hopefully this was correct. I do apologize if I was wrong. So congratulations on your Pavlova, amazing job, beautiful piping, all textures are correct, beautiful fruit on top, great job. And now the first place goes to, well, Trine Lauer, maybe. Please excuse my mispronouncing your name. But yes, congratulations on the first place. Your Pavlova is super neat. It's very elegant and nice. Great job. And now it is time to announce the 10 best works, which will be rewarded with the KICA Academy certificates. So this is the work number 1 from Anka. Then the work number 2 from Eka. And now Pavlova number 3 from Lamia. Congratulations, great work. And now Pavlova number 4 from Jacqueline. All Pavlovas are really nice. It was super hard to choose the 10 best because like 99% of them were done like perfectly. So I spent several hours checking the works and picking the best. And the next one is from Diana. Amazing, neat piping. It is even better than mine, I think. Great job. And now Joanna, congratulations. perfect Pavlova. I love that there are so many berries inside, and it looks very refreshing and summery. And the next Pavlova is from Beta. Great job. And another one from, I can't spell this. I'm really sorry, but if you see it, you know this is from you. Congratulations, your Pavlova is very nice. And another one from Magdalena, a beautiful one. Snow White Pavlova base, perfectly piped chantilly cream. Great job. And the last one from Renan. I hope that was correct. A very professional work. I love the piping, both of the base and the chantilly cream. I love the style. It looks very interesting. Great job. Now we are done with the winners. Congratulations to everyone, to all contestants. You will receive the e-certificates within 1 week. So by the end of the next week, you should have them on your emails. So please check the inbox by the end of the week. And if you enjoyed making Pavlova cake, and I'm sure you have, judging from the feedback on social media, then you are ready for the next step, ready for the next challenge, our big basic pastry course online. So the closest basic pastry course starts very soon on 17th of May, and it's a practical online class with the tutor's support, with my support. What are the contents of the program? It consists of 2 big modules. The one is on theory, and the second one is a practical module. The theoretical module contains 19 important pastry topics, which we're going to discuss with you. And the practical part consists of 7 collections, and these collections comprise 42 professional pastries, which you are going to prepare yourself during this course. You are already familiar with the learning materials. You already know the quality of the video. You already know how good the PDF recipe is. So this is another advantage of the program we offer. And of course, the tutor support. I'm always with you. My colleagues are always ready to help. And we're trying to make sure you get support all the time, and your questions are being answered very fast. As I mentioned before, the theoretical parts consist of 19 topics. 7 of them are on ingredients, 2 on processes, and 10 are on different textures, on different components of pastry products. And then the practical module comprises 7 modules. The first one will be on tea cakes or travel cakes, the second one on cookies, the third one on macarons, the fourth one on chocolates, the fifth one on eclairs, the sixth one on tarts and tartlets, and then modern cakes and individual cakes. And you're also going to have the bonus module on croissants. It's a recording of a masterclass. Regarding theory, here are the topics you're going to learn. So you'll have a theory book, a PDF theory book, with lots of information there, which is presented in a clear way. So no super complicated words, easy explanation, just the most important pieces of information you need to start your pastry career. All basic theory you need to understand when you start baking. It also contains some advanced stuff too, so that you have deeper understanding of what happens behind the processes when you start making pastry products. What happens during baking, during freezing, during glazing, and so on. So many things are described in our theory book. You will learn not everything, but a lot about flour. You'll learn everything you need about flour, about eggs, about sugars and sweeteners, how to use them, how to replace them, about their properties, which is best in which preparation, and so on. You'll learn about chocolate, on how it is made, how it is produced, how to use it, how to temper it properly. Basically, you will learn everything about chocolate. And then theory covers most of the topics in a similar way. So you'll have like very deep, profound information, profound knowledge on gelling agents, on different thickeners, and so on. And then, apart from ingredients, you'll also learn about different components of pastry products, like short crust, like choux pastry, and the way it works, the composition of it, what is the role of each ingredient. So you have a better understanding of what happens when you make this type of product. So you had some piece of theory about meringues, so you can already have an idea about how theory is presented in this course. And for you to have, and for us to make sure that you understand, we're going to conduct several webinars on theory. So after reading the theory book, you have at least two webinars on theory, where you'll be able to ask questions on anything you're interested in or any questions you have regarding theory, and I'll be answering them. It will look like this, like now. We're going to meet online, and you'll be able to ask questions. I'll be answering them. So now a bit more, I want to tell you a bit more about the course contents, about the program. So as I said before, module 1 is on tea cakes or travel cakes. This is a rather easy module because it is the first one. You need to start with something easy first. And all modules consist of 5 products and 1 bonus product. So the top 5 are mandatory to make, and the 6th one, the Grand Marnier tea cake, is a bonus recipe. You don't need to make it, but I do recommend because it's a very delicious product. So during this module, you will learn how to prepare 6 types of travel cake batter, how to achieve perfect texture of it, so it is moist, so it is uniform, so the crumb is delicate and airy at the same time. You'll learn the role of emulsion in this type of pastry products. You learn how to coat them differently with the nappage, with the gianduja, with some chocolate glazes. You learn how to make gianduja and nappage yourself, so you won't have to buy them anymore. You learn how to make 3 types of pâte de fruits, and you'll also learn how to make candied carrots to decorate the tea cakes. Apart from those, you'll also learn some chocolate decoration to put in your finished chocolate tea cakes. Now, module number 2 will be on cookies. Again, a rather easy module, but still very interesting and sometimes challenging. You'll learn how to make these 5 beautiful types of cookies, and a Kipfel cookie will be a bonus recipe for you. So during this module, you will learn how to make the shortbread differently. So several methods of shortbread preparation will be taught to you. You'll learn how to make the one which is rolled. You learn how to make the one which is whipped and piped with the piping bag, and how the recipe is different, and what are the components which are responsible for this or that texture in the shortbread cookies. You learn how to decorate those cookies interestingly and shape them so they look interesting. You learn how to fill them with various fillings, with the baked stable filling, for example, with mango and passion fruit. You learn how to temper chocolate and decorate the Madeleine cookies with a thin chocolate shell. And of course, you learn how to decorate all the cookies too. Then it is time for the module number 3. It will be on macarons, rather challenging one. It contains 5 different macarons, and the 6th macaron is a bonus recipe for you. So during this module, you will learn 4 types of macaron batter. So the first is classic, the classic Italian one, then the classic French one. Then you'll also learn how to make hazelnut macarons, and the chocolate macarons with melted chocolate inside the macaron dough, inside the macaron batter. After this, after learning all the macaron batters, you'll learn how to pipe them, of course, so they have perfect shape all the time, so they're neat, uniform shape, uniform size. And of course, the most important thing in macarons, you learn how to bake them properly so that they have no hollows inside, so they have perfect straight feet and beautiful and shiny appearance. All these things will be taught to you during this module. This module is not easy because it takes time to achieve a great result, but it's for this we have the tutor support. We are always with you, helping, answering all your questions, helping you to deal with your oven, with all the problems you might have, so that in the end you have the result which is no worse that you see in the picture on the screen. Apart from learning how to make great macaron shells, you also learn how to make stable fillings. You learn how to make them shiny, smooth, creamy, delicately sweet, with perfect balance of flavors. You learn how to fill the macarons, how to store them, how to freeze them, how to defrost, how to serve. So basically, you'll become the macaron master. Now, the next module, number 4, will be dedicated to chocolate. You will learn everything about chocolate, how to choose it, how to melt it, how to deal with it, how to temper it, and in the end, you will have to make these beautiful pastries, and I assure you that you will be able to make them. So during this module, you will learn how to temper chocolate differently using different methods, seeding, tabling, micro methods, and so on. So I think 4 methods are described, 4 techniques are described in the course. So you learn 4 of them, and you'll be able to choose whatever method suits best to your conditions. You'll understand the difference, why this or that method is preferable in this or that conditions. You'll learn how to make molded chocolates as well as dipped ones. You learn how to make chocolate truffles, how to decorate, how to dip them in chocolate, and how to decorate them too. You learn how to make 2 layered framed ganaches with fruit jelly, pâte fruit, and a ganache on top. You'll also learn how to make molded pralines with multiple fillings inside, how to make them thin how to make the layer of the chocolate thin when molding the chocolate, how to make the filling properly so it does not leak, does not make the shell crack, so it is not too stiff. So all these problems will be covered during this module. You'll also learn tempering the cocoa butter and coloring. You'll learn how to color it, how to spray the chocolate molds, and how to decorate them in a different way other from spraying. So lots of artistic work during this module, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And then my personal favorite module, it's the module number 5. It will be on éclairs. So during this module, you learn how to make 5 beautiful éclairs, and the 6th one, the caramel one, will be a bonus recipe for you. So during this module, I'll teach you how to prepare choux pastry in 3 different ways: how to make it classic, how to make it chocolate, and how to make it gluten-free. You'll also learn how to make the crunchy coating, which is called crackling, and what it is used for. The most important part, you learn how to achieve the proper texture of choux pastry all the time. You learn how to pipe it in the way so your éclairs are neat and straight. And then you'll also learn how to bake your éclairs in the way they are neat, they are smooth, they are hollow inside, and they have perfect shape with no cracks on the surface. So these things will be taught to you during this module, and most probably you will have some issues with your oven, which I will definitely help you to solve. So make sure I assure you that you'll be able to make the éclairs you see in the picture now. Apart from making the choux pastry shells, you'll also learn how to make different fillings for these éclairs. So, of course, most of them will be custard creams or pastry creams, and I'll teach you how to make these pastry creams in the perfect way. So they're super creamy, rich, delicate, with maximum flavor. Apart from the classic pastry creams, you'll also learn some fruity ones with no eggs, no starch, and maximum of fruit flavor. Some glazing will be done during this module as well. You learn different types of glazes, including fruity ones too, which are super shiny, not too sweet, and with a very, very refreshing fresh berry flavor. Then a beautiful module number 6 on tarts and tartlets. You can see how different the products are, and you can already imagine how many techniques you'll learn during this module. So during this module, you'll learn how to work with the short crust pastry, which is used to make the tart shells. You'll learn the different recipes, the classic one and the chocolate one, and how to handle it. So you'll learn how to line the tart shell in the way it is super straight, so it doesn't slide off the tart ring, so it doesn't stick, so the shell is perfectly neat and straight and thin, with even borders. And the most important part, you learn how to bake the tart shell properly so that it is it has a uniform golden brown color. And after all this, you will learn the fillings. And we have so many in this module, lots of them. Different sponges, crunchy layers, ganaches, wood ganaches, coulis, compotes, confit, and so on. So many things which can be used not only in tartlets, but also in other creations. And you will learn all of them. You'll understand the way they work. You'll understand how to change these recipes a bit, to how to modify them to suit your liking, to change the flavors, for example, or change the texture if you like. And then you will learn how to decorate them, of course. For example, my personal favorite technique is how to make a beautiful product without using the ready-made silicone molds. So, for example, the tart you see in the picture now is made with no silicone molds. It is hand piped. And this is why I told you piping is a very nice skill to master. So during this module, you will also learn some piping, and you'll be able to pipe something similar to what you see in the picture. And lastly, the module number 7 on modern cakes and individual cakes. So these are the products that you're going to learn during module number 7. The Black Forest cake, the chocolate cake, the strawberry truffle individual cake, hazelnut cake, and the Pavlova, which you are already familiar with. The exotic individual cake will be a bonus recipe for you during this module. So module number 7 will teach you how to make 5 different types of sponges. They will differ in taste and in texture and in the method of preparation. So you'll have some range of sponges to use in your pastry creations after this module. You'll learn some crunchy layers too. You'll learn how to assemble cakes in a different way, in the classic way, in a modern way, so that they are neat and straight. You learn some decoration techniques. You learn how to use chocolate to decorate your pastry products. You learn how to glaze the cakes. You learn how to spray them with the velvet spray. You will learn some creams and mousses too, different from those which were in the tart module. So after this module, you'll be a cake master. And as promised, you will also have a recording of a 2-day masterclass on croissants, a very interesting topic, an interesting product taught by a master. Chef Tatiana Overtska is a renowned bakery chef in Ukraine, and she's really professional, and her croissants are one of the best in Ukraine and maybe in in close countries too. Then, to summarize all of this, you will have 17 weeks during which you'll be receiving tasks and getting feedback from us. So every Monday during these 17 weeks, you'll get the access to the weekly task. It will be a detailed video recipe and a PDF recipe too. So in a week, every Sunday or earlier, I recommend you complete the task and submit it to submit it on our learning platform. It should be a picture of the ready pastry and a picture of its cross section, just like the same way you did with the Pavlova. The photos have to be clear and they should be taken on a light background, so all the components and all the textures are clearly visible and easily detectable. And after submitting the works, me or my colleagues, our tutors, will check the work and we'll give you the feedback within 3 or 4 working days, but normally we reply much faster. Normally it's within 1 or 2 days. So we'll get back to you with the detailed feedback. We'll tell you what you need to improve, what was done good, what should be done better, what should be done differently, and so on. So there'll be a detailed feedback on your work, as well as some areas for improvement. And you can always ask some questions if you have on the learning platform, together with the task submission. So you can ask questions all the time. I haven't mentioned this, but we have different packages within our basic pastry course. The basic package includes everything. The only difference is that on the basic package, you don't have the diploma project. You have the examination task. It's like a standard recipe given by us, and that's it. And then you have a time frame within which you have to complete this recipe and send the picture of it to us, and then we'll assess it. And that's it. If you enroll to enhanced or professional package, then it's a bit different. You have an option. You can stick with the standard recipe sent by us, or you can create your own diploma project. You can create anything, any type of pastry. There are some criteria, but in general, it can be anything. You discuss it with me. We make up the recipe, and then once it's finalized, once it's approved, you can start the preparation. After it's done, you send a picture of it to me for evaluation, and if everything is good, then congratulations, you've just graduated from the Big Basic Pastry course online. If everything is successful, then on completion of the basic package, you receive the certificate on successful completion, and the students of the enhanced and professional package receive the electronic diploma. And now it is time for some bonuses and special offers for all webinar participants. Thank you very much for listening to me all this time. I know it was a bit boring, maybe, but now it is time for a reward. So everyone who participated, who sent the pictures to us, anyone who attended the webinar receives the next bonuses. So here is a bonus of 3 video classes by the French chef, by Nicolas Boussin, the champion of France and pastry. So these 3 video classes will be yours completely free. So the regular price for these cakes, for these recipes, is $150. Now it is completely free for you, provided you enroll for the basic package of our Big Basic Pastry course online, and you make the full payment within 24 hours. The offer is valid until the 1st of May, 6 p.m. London time. A very similar bonus, a very similar offer for you, but for those who decide to enroll into enhanced package of the Basic Pastry course, it's a mini collection of 5 video lessons, not 3, but 5. The total price of them, the total value of them, is $250. But they will be yours for free, provided you make the full payment within 24 hours for the Basic Pastry course online enhanced package. And the same thing, the offer is valid until the 1st of May, 6 p.m. London time. And even more bonuses for those who decide to join us in professional package, and 9 video classes by Nicolas Boussin, by the French pastry chef by a champion of France. It's like a whole pastry course, 9 video classes of high quality, super detailed, will be used completely free, provided you join us for a professional package within 24 hours. And that's it. The offer is valid until the 1st of May, 6 p.m. London time. And regardless of which package you choose, all participants of the course will receive another bonus, 3 video classes on world classic cakes by me. These are the top cakes, the most favorite ones, like the ones people always enjoy. It's the mocha cake, the opera cake, and Esterhazy torte, the favorites of all time. And they will be yours. These video classes will be yours for free. Again, provided you make the payment either within 24 hours, or if you make a prepayment of $149 within the first 24 hours. The offer is available until the 3rd of May. Another bonus, another pleasant thing for you, the recordings of this webinar will be a bonus for those who will decide to participate in the big basic pastry course. You'll get the recordings of the webinar as well as the tutorials on how to make the Pavlova cake. So this will be yours for free as well. So now, again regarding some prices. So apart from the bonuses, everyone who participated in the webinar will also get a discount. So a group discount for all the participants is 30% for any course. For the basic, for the enhanced, for the professional, any course is yours with a 30% discount. And even even more is another 5% discount. So we'd like to give you even more. Using the Pavlova promo code, you can get 5% additional discount, and the total discount will be 35% plus all the bonuses. So now, using the group discount and the Pavlova promo code discount, the total discount is 35%, and the regular price for the basic course is normally $575, but with all the discounts, it is $408. The discount is more than $150 for it. Then you can get the enhanced package for $560 instead of almost $800, and professional package can be yours for $684 instead of almost $1,000. So as I mentioned before, apart from the discounts, you'll also get some bonuses, and it is interesting to see that the value of the bonuses is even bigger than the price of the course. So, like, for example, if you decide to go for the enhanced package, and the price for Nicolas Boussin, for World Classics cakes, and the access to the 4th day webinar recordings, these things they worth $700, but they will be yours for free, provided you pay $560 for the enhanced package. So as you can see, the value of the bonuses is even bigger than the price for the enhanced package or for any package. So now let's summarize all this, all this price mess. So the final price for each package is, with all the discounts, is the following. Provided you enter the Pavlova promo code, you can get the basic package for $408, the enhanced package for $560, and the professional package for $684. And then, depending on when you make the payment, you can get the following bonuses. If you make a full payment within 24 hours, then you will get the video classes by Nicolas Boussin, 3 video classes if you decide to go for basic package, 5 if you decide to go for enhanced one, and 9 if you go for the professional one. Then you'll also get the World Classics, 3 video lessons. You'll get the access to the recordings of the webinar, and a 30% discount, of course. So if you make the full payment within 24 hours, you receive all the bonuses. Then another option, if you need some time to think, you can make a prepayment of $149 within 24 hours, and then the full payment before the 3rd of May. And like this, you will get all the course materials, as well as the World Classics course, 3 video lessons for free. You'll get the access to the webinar for 1 year for free, and a 30% discount, of course. And another option, if you need a bit more time to think, then you can make a full payment before the 3rd of May, and like this, you will still get the 30% discount. So no bonuses this time, but the discount is still yours. You'll still get the course cheaper than those people who never attended the Pavlova webinar. So now, how to pay? So to make the full payment and to get all the bonuses, you can click on the button which is on top of your screen now, and then you'll be redirected to our website where you enter your details. And please don't forget to use the Pavlova promo code to get additional 5% discount. So after entering the Pavlova promo code, you can see now it's in the middle of the screen. It's circled red. The place to enter the Pavlova promo code is circled red, so please don't forget it. After you entered it, you can continue entering all your details, your name, your last name, the credit card details, and so on, and then proceed to checkout. And after that, welcome to the Big Basic Pastry course online. If you want to make a prepayment, no problem. But you remember that if you make a prepayment of $149 within 24 hours, you get all the bonuses without the classes by Nicolas Boussin. To make the prepayment, click on the link which is in the chat, in the top part of the comments section. It is pinned there. It will always be there, so you can click on it, you can copy it, so not to lose it. And those people who watch us on YouTube will get the link from the moderators of the YouTube broadcast. And then it's the same process. You enter your details, you enter the Pavlova promo code, and then you go to checkout. The process is rather easy. If at any point you need some help, you can't find the link, it doesn't open, you can't make the payment, you can contact our support team via the phone number you can see in the chat section now. You can copy it from there, and then you can contact the support team in any messenger, in in WhatsApp, in Telegram, in Viber, any messenger is fine. Feel free to text our team and they will definitely help you. So one more thing regarding the bonuses. If you make the full payments within 24 hours, you get them, of course. And the fun part is that you'll receive them at the first day of the start of the course. So once the course starts, you immediately receive the access to all those bonuses, to all those videos. You can start making the products from those courses straight away. It is up to you, but I do recommend finishing the course first, the basic course, and then getting to those recipes, because you need some, if you're on a basic level, you need a bit of understanding on how the pastry products work, on how on some crucial steps on cake preparation. Anyway, the recipe is super detailed. You will, even if you're a novice, you'll still understand. But it is always better to start with the basics, right? So I do recommend finishing the course, the basic course, I mean, first, and then getting to those recipes. But it is always up to you. Do as you wish. I would like to share some feedback from our students and to show you some pictures of their works. And this is what you'll be capable of after completion of our basic pastry course. These are not my pictures. These are the pictures of the students. And as you can see, they are no worse than mine, and sometimes even better. I really enjoy watching these pictures and reading the comments and checking the works and seeing the progress of the students, seeing from which level they start and at which level they graduate our basic pastry course. And it's really amazing. As you can see, lots of different techniques, lots of different products are shown here, and all this will be made by you too if you join our basic pastry course. Lots of beautiful things, lots of different tricks and techniques. So all this will be taught by me and learned by you. As promised, beautiful macarons, colorful chocolates, super neat and straight and smooth eclairs. All this is possible in any oven, in almost any conditions. With our support, with our guidance, you'll definitely succeed in making all these products which are presented in our basic pastry course. Lots of positive feedback from our students. As you can see, the products are sometimes rather challenging. They are complicated. Many components are present in the recipes, but still, students manage to make these creations successfully and beautifully. And as I said before, sometimes they do it even better than me. And I'm really happy in this moment. Okay, guys, I think we are done for today. Do you have any questions? If you do, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Okay, I see now. In the Pavlova, when baking, the sugar is separated. My oven is homemade, and the minimum temperature is 120. Is it because of the oven or wasn't well whipped? You still have the recording of the first day of the webinar. I do recommend you watch it once again, because I explained this during the first day. But this is not because of the oven. This is because of the meringue, and it's not you. It's just because this recipe is not for beginners, let's say. It's a bit tricky. You have to work fast, and you have to bake the meringue fast. And if your oven is not very good, then you should adjust the recipe a little bit. And how to adjust, I explained during the first day of the webinar, so please watch it once again. It should be somewhere in the middle. Dear chef, could you please explain why you called the module on chocolate items chocolate pastries? Why the word pastries is there if there is no pastry actually? What am I missing? You're missing nothing. It's just the mistranslation. And this is it. Myself, I don't call it pastries. Don't call them pastries too. I prefer chocolates, chocolate items, and so on. Chocolate pralines, maybe. When a meringue leaks water, it has happened to me once with an Italian. I need a bit more details about this. When did it leak water? In a pastry display, in the fridge. What type of filling was underneath the meringue? I need some more information to help you. Was it after baking? Was the meringue baked, or was it just piped on something? Could we use a simple syrup as an appage for the strawberries? And no, you can't. It will just wash, not wash, it won't adhere to strawberries. And that's it. It will be similar as if you brush strawberries with water. Same thing, almost. The only difference is that the syrup will drain water from the strawberries and they will leak water even more. Do you have any more questions? If no, let's move on. I have a last question for you. And the last question would be, how was the webinar? I see the question, I'll answer it, and then you can share your experience about the webinars. Did you enjoy? What was good? What has to be improved? And so on. Share some thoughts about the webinar. Could you mention once more which sugars are better to prevent the humidity effect? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the nice comments. Regarding preventing the humidity effect, it depends on the product you want to prevent the humidity in, and it depends on where you want to store the product. If you want to keep the product dry, then it's one way. If you want to keep the product from, I don't know, from condensation, it's a different way. If you want to prevent the product from drying, it's the other way. So normally, for example, if you want to keep something dry, the best thing is not to add some special sugar. The best way is to adjust humidity level in your room. If you can do this, this is best. Like normal humidity level is about 70%, 75, 70, and it is, you can invest in a small piece of equipment which measures the humidity. I don't remember the correct name for it. So you can purchase this. It is quite cheap, and you can check the humidity. And then if it goes above the 75%, you can set your AC on a drying mode to lower the humidity, and you can do vice versa if the humidity is too low. Like if your room is too dry, you can change the setting of the AC, or you can I don't know, make the install some climate control in your room. If it's in a regular kitchen at home, then I don't think you need anything. If it is a professional kitchen and you plan to make lots of pastries, then it's a must to have a high quality temperature and humidity control to maintain the quality of your products during storage. This is crucial. Okay, I see that you are happy with the course. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much for beautiful pictures. Thank you very much for taking the challenge and preparing all those Pavlovas. I honestly enjoyed checking all the works and looking at those beautiful pictures. Thank you very much once again. I wish you good luck at your pastry careers. I wish you good luck in everything you do in pastry and outside pastry as well. And I hope to see you soon in one of our basic pastry courses. And I remind you that the closest one will be on the 17th of May, and I'll be more than happy to see you there. So goodbye. See you at the big basic pastry course.